Hello everyone and welcome back to another tutorial on my channel. This is Star with Chica. In this video, I'll be sharing with you guys how I went about the making of this beautiful summer jumpsuit I have on. I got this inspiration from Total Niger and this is my inspiration. If you're interested in knowing how I went about this, keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like if you find this video very helpful. And let's get started. So for this style, I'm making use of 3 yards of Ankara print fabric. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I've used this particular fabric to sew about 3 styles. And finally, I'm using the last piece here to sew this beautiful summer jumpsuit. This is because I got quite a number of this fabric from my grandma's baby party and this is what is left. So to do that now, I'm just folding my Ankara in two and leaving it in a fold like this because I want to cut the trouser part. To start with, I'm just drawing a straight line. This straight line is going to be my starting line for my trouser point, and from the side I'm coming in by 1 inch. This 1 inch is just for allowance for the trouser. So just come in by 1 inch on the side and connect all the way down just like this. So from the waistline, I'm going to take my hip measurement, which is my waist to my hip measurement. I'll be taking that as 9 inches. After I mark this out, I'm going to mark out my crotch line. I'll be marking that out as 12.5 inches. I'll go ahead and extend these lines just like you can see me doing. Then I'm going to take my hip measurements, my round hip measurements, and I'll divide it by 4. But please note that this round hip measurement is not a fitted one because this trouser is not supposed to be fitted. I'll mark out the same measurements on my crotch line, and then I'm also going to mark out the same measurements on my waistline, which is still my starting line. This is because the waist is also not supposed to be fitted. It's going to have a rope that's going to bring it into shape. So I'm just going to connect these points just like you can see. Then I'm going to take my round time measurement. My initial round time measurement is 27. I just made it 29. And then I then divided 29 by 2, which gave me 14 and a half. And I'm marking that out on my crotch line. So I did that because it's also not supposed to be a fitted jumpsuit. Okay. So now I'm just connecting the points together like this. After I do that, I'm going to take the measurements that I have on this crotch line as a whole. And that 14.5 inches now that I marked out there, I'm going to divide it by 2. So just go ahead and divide yours by 2. That means you are finding the midpoint. Once you find this midpoint, mark it out to the end of this jumpsuit trouser. Then you're just going to connect it with a straight line, just like you can see me doing. Just find the midpoint and then connect it all the way down. So after I've done that now, I'm just going to mark out my knee line. For my knee line, I'm marking out my waist to my knee, and that I have as 23 inches. I just left a mark at this point, just like you can see. So I'm going to take the measurement again that I have here, which is 14 and a half, and I'm just going to reduce it a bit because I want this trouser to go smaller as it goes down. So I just reduce it to 13 inches, which is minus 1.5 inches, okay? So then I divided this 13 inches by 2 and then I'm just going to mark it out on this line. So just go ahead and put the midpoint of 13 inches on the line so that you can comfortably mark out these 13 inches and it will be equal on both sides. So now after I've done that, I'm going to connect my crotch line here to meet my knee point here. So now on my waistline, I'm going to try to make it smaller. So I'm coming in by 1 inch. Please note that the 1 inch that I came in by, I didn't add the allowance to the measurement, okay? I do hope you understand. This allowance, just ignore it when you're marking your measurements. So I just connected that to meet the hip line, just so this can have a little bit of a curve. So from my crotch line, I'm going to connect to meet the other points of my knee line, just like you can see me doing. This is just me blending this out very well so it's also visible and straight. So I'll adjust this now so you guys can see the other parts of the jumpsuits, the base. So to do that now, because I said I want this to be going down smaller, I'm going to be taking the measurement that I have here at my knee line, which is 13 inches, and I'll just reduce it to 12 inches, which is 1 inches less. And then I'm just going to mark out 12 inches as I go down. You can see that I also place the midpoint on the line. This is because I wanted the allowance, the measurement to be equal on both sides of this line, making my trouser to be straight, making my jumpsuit to be straight. Sorry, I'm calling it a trouser because I'm cutting this just like a trouser. So now I'm just connecting this point all the way down, just like you can see. I'm going to state again that this is going to help me make my trouser to not be too bogus at the end. So now that I've done this, this is what it looks like. I'm just adjusting it back into place so you guys can continue to see what the top part of this trouser part of my jumpsuit looks like. So now that I've done that, you can see that I'm adding half inch of allowance all around this pattern for my sewing. So now you can see why I left half inch at the side of this pattern before I started drafting it out. So just go ahead and add half inch around the measurements that you've taken, half inch all around from the waist, the hip to the crotch, just like you can see me doing. Make sure it's on half of an inch because we are going to be sewing on half of an inch. Then just go ahead and cut it out just like you can see me doing. I'll cut this out all the way around to the base. So for the back part, you can see that I've gone ahead to fold my material again in two, and I'm just placing my front piece on top of my back piece. Next I'm going to do is to add extra inch of allowance. For my crotch line here, I'm adding about 2 inches for my allowance on my crotch, and then I'll also add 2 inches on the waist, and I'll basically add 2 inches all around this just so it is equal. I'm just adding 2 inches only because I've already added enough allowance to the front, knowing that this is going to not be a fitted trouser. So there's no need to add too much so it doesn't become too bigger. So 2 inches is enough. So I'm just going ahead to add 2 inches all the way down, just like you can see me doing. Go ahead and add 2 inches to yours. At this part, you can actually use 1.5 inches, but I just decided to use 2 inches. So I'm just going ahead now to connect this all the way down, just like you can see. Just make sure that you're following the same exact curve and the same exact shape as you have done at the front. After I've done this now, I'll just go ahead and cut this out. So this is what I have now. I'll go ahead and cut the upper part. By folding this material into two now, I'm going to cut the upper part. First things first, I'm just going to draw a straight line at this point, which is going to be my starting line for my upper part. From this line, I'm going to come down by 1.5 inches. This is because this upper part has an elastic to it, which is going to make it draw together. So this allowance here is for that elastic. I'm going to have to connect the points. On this line, you know that this is a sleeveless. So I'm just going to remove 6 inches by placing 6 inches on this second line here. I'm going to go down now to my half length measurement, and I added 3 inches to that measurement, and I still added an extra half inch for sewing allowance, and then I connected this. I added 3 inches because I needed it to be a bit free. So I'm taking the front part of my trouser now, and I'm measuring everything that I have on my waist. Everything I had on my waist in total was 11 and a half. So I'm marking out 11 and a half on this front part because I need the both of them to align, the up and the down piece. So then after that, I'm just marking out to connect with a straight line, just like you can see me doing. I'll go ahead and cut this out. So now to have my second line, I'm going to go ahead and leave a notch, which is just a little cut in the fabric that would indicate where this elastic is supposed to fall into. So for my back piece, I've gone ahead to fold my material into two again, and I'm going to place my front piece right on top of my back piece, just like it did to the base of this jumpsuit. I'm going to be adding 2 inches of allowance, just like I did to the trouser part of this jumpsuit. I'll add 2 inches of allowance at the side like this. So now I'm just going to go ahead and connect it just like you see me doing, and right after connecting it like this, I'll go ahead and cut this out. So the same notch that I left at the front, I'm going ahead to leave at the back. This notch is for my elastic allowance. So I'm going to cut out my trouser now, my pocket of my trouser. And to do that now, I've cut out two pieces of fabric here. I want to transfer the little curve that I have at the side of this pocket to my trouser. So I have two pieces of this fabric that's here. I'm going to state the dimension later. So I have two pieces of this fabric here, and then I'm just going to place the trouser part of my jumpsuit on top of it like that. This is because I want to trace out the edge. You know, the edge is curved, so that's what I'm trying to do here. And after that, I'm just marking out the back of this pocket so I know which side is the right side. I'm going ahead now to start sewing. These are all the pieces that I have cut out for this jumpsuit. So now to start by attaching my elastic to the upper part of this jumpsuit. So to do that, I'm going to make use of this half-inch elastic here. So whatever I do to the front part, that is what I am going to do to the back. So you know where you have made your notch, you're going to fold your front piece at that part. That's 1.5 inches in. I do hope you understand. And then you're going to fold it in again because you want the edge to be neat. Whatever you do, just make sure you're not surpassing that 1.5 inches for the folding. And then I sew down on it, and this is what I had. So I'm going to take my chest line measurement and I'll divide it by 2. But then after dividing it by 2, I'll just reduce it again by 1 inch because I want this elastic to have a little bit of a grip on my chest. Okay? Because it's not meant to be exactly to your measurement, else it wouldn't hold you very tight. So I'm using my safety pin now, and because I folded this material, I now have a little hole there that I can pass my elastic through, which is what I am doing. So after I pass my elastic a bit, I'll just pin down on one edge so that the elastic doesn't go into the material. So after I pin down on one edge with my pin, and then I'm going to use my safety pin again, and then I'll just continue passing it through this piece. I do hope you understand. Just follow the steps as I am explaining it to you. So now I've done this, I just went ahead, do the same thing to the back. This is what I have here, and then after I did it to the back, this is what I had. So now I'm just going to go ahead and I will join it on both sides. I'll be joining it by about 1 inch on both sides. So I'll do that to one side and I'll do that to the other side. So after I was done joining on the side, this is what it looks like. I'm just flipping it over to the front so you guys can see I joined on 1 inch. So I'm going to work on my back piece now, the back of my trouser piece. So for this now, I'm going to sew on the crotch line. I'll be sewing on half of an inch. So for the front part now, I want to work on the pocket. Remember that we've already trimmed the sides of the pocket. So now I'm just going to lay it flat. Don't forget that this pocket piece that I'm holding, these materials here, it's in two, okay? So now the dimensions for this pocket is the length is about 12 inches, and then for the side I cut it out by about 15 inches. So I'm going to start with one side of the pocket, and whatever I do to one side, I'll do it to the other side. So I'm grabbing one side, and then you just want to take the pocket piece you've cut out. You want to take the one that matches. So you're just going to make sure that you're placing it right sides facing each other. Okay, so you need to place it right sides facing each other like this. So just make sure you're picking the right piece, all right? So then I'm going to come down by 7 inches at the side of the pocket like this. I'll be sewing to this point. I'll sew on the side by half of an inch. I'll be marking this out now so you guys can see what I mean by half of an inch. I'm going to sew on the sides of this pocket by half of an inch and I'll stop at where I have marked out 7 inches. After sewing, this is what I have. So at that point where I marked out 7 inches, I'm leaving a notch, and this is what the notch looks like. Okay, just make sure you leave this notch, it's very important. So now I want to go ahead and top stitch. So this top stitching is actually not compulsory, okay? So you see this material now, you're going to sew it to the side of the pocket. Okay, you're going to lay it flat to the side and you're going to sew down on it. I'm gonna have to do that. So if you understand this, just go ahead and do it. And if you don't, it's not necessary. So now that I've done that, I'm going to complete this pocket. So just go ahead and fold it in just like you see me doing. Okay, if you've left your notch, you'll notice that that area is going to be clearly defined. So I'm arranging this pocket now just like you can see me doing, and then I'll just fold down on it like this. Okay, I do hope you understand. So now to close up this pocket, I'm going to sew at the base around this area that I'm pointing out. I'll just sew on it to close it up. After I've done it, this is what it looks like. For the top part, to close up the top part, I will just attach it to the trouser piece by sewing down on it also. So after I was done, my pocket is ready, and this is what it looks like. Okay, I also sewed down the edge of the pocket to the edge of the trouser too. While sewing this, you'd understand better. You can see what my pocket looks like. Okay, it's very neat, very beautiful. If you follow your steps, it will turn out like this too. I went ahead to this too. Both sides of my trouser piece of my front. And next thing I'm just going to do is to join on the crotch line of my front piece by half of an inch, just like you can see marked out here. After I joined it, this is what it looks like. Okay, but this is my back piece though, and then this is what my front piece look like. So next I'm just going to join the sides of this trouser part of my jumpsuit together. I'll be joining it by half of an inch. I'm going to sew just like I'm explaining to you. I'll sew all the way down to the legs of the trouser, and I'll go ahead and do this on both sides. So after I was done sewing on the both sides, this is what it looked like. Okay. So next now I'm just going to join the other parts of the trouser just like you can see. So I'm going to make sure that the midpoints align. So to do that, I'm going to pin down on it. Okay. So after I do that now, I'm just going to sew on half of an inch also to close up the legs here. I'll sew like this and then I'll sew at the other edge. After I was done, this is what it looked like. Alright. So now I'm just going to turn this piece to the front side. So guys, after I was done joining on all the sides, this was what I had for the trouser part of my jumpsuit. I took a dart at the back. I just took this dart so that the front, the upper part and the lower part of this jumpsuit would align. So now for the upper part of my jumpsuit, I want to attach these ropes as sleeves. So this rope is about 2 inches wide and I just made it to the length of my preference. So you go ahead and do yours. So I'm going to be attaching two to the front part and two to the back part. So I'm not attaching it directly from the side. Just watch the placement of these ropes and then you go ahead and replicate that to yours. So after I was done, this was what it looked like. Okay, I attached the four ropes, two to the front, two to the back. So I also went in ahead to hem in the legs of the jumpsuit. So I'm very sorry guys. I didn't explain when I was also working on the waist part, but I attached the upper part and the lower part of the jumpsuit together. So now it's one piece. So because of the ropes of this jumpsuit, I'm going to attach this um bias like material now to the waist, and I'll be showing you just how to just go ahead and iron yours to look like this. So at the waist part now, that's where I'm going to be attaching this. So to attach this at the midpoint of the waist, I'm just going to mark out two lines here about 1 inch apart. Okay, so I'll be folding in this bias strip at the edge so it will be neat, and I'll sew on it. After I was done, this is what it looks like. So my bias strip now is looking like this. I'm going to be attaching this to the waist of this trouser. So I'm sorry if I keep calling this a trouser, I mean jumpsuit. So from this blue mark here, that's where I'm going to be passing this bias like strip. I'm going to be placing it at the midpoint of this waist. You can see the midpoint is the joining part, okay? So I'm going to sew at the upper part and then I'll sew on the lower part. With that now, I'll have a space in between to pass my rope. I'll do that all the way to the other blue mark. After I was done, this is what I had. And with that now, I have a space inside that I'm going to pass my rope through. So I made a rope, guys, and I'll be using my safety pin to pass it through this hole that I now have. So this rope you're making should be long enough to go around your waist and tie also. So now with the safety pin, I'll just be very careful. So I'll pass this rope through this hole until it comes out of the other side of this. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to drop it in the comment section. And after I was done passing my rope, this is what it looked like. So this is basically all I have for this jumpsuit. I do hope you found this tutorial very helpful, guys. If you did, do not leave a like. Also subscribe to this channel for more amazing tutorials. Tell me what you think about this jumpsuit in the comment section. Drop your questions in the comment section or anything you do not understand, and then I would respond to you. This is all I have. Thank you for sticking to the end of this video. I'll make sure to see you in my next one. Bye, guys.